Hey there, you guys. Welcome back. Today, I wanted to share with you a fun thing that I got from Mars Hydro. How exciting is this? I finally have my very first grow tent. Not only did they send me a grow tent, they also sent me a new grow light. Super excited about it. It seems to be of better quality than the other one, the TS600W. This one is the SP150. I'll show you that in just a second. But I'm super excited to actually have a grow tent finally. It's something that I've wanted for a long time. A grow tent is really good because it has a Mylar reflective interior, so it really maximizes the light that you're using. It reflects all around the plant, which is perfect. What else? It's good for higher humidity plants. If you don't want to keep your whole room really high humidity, you can kind of keep that space more high humidity, instead of the whole room. And it also has all kinds of vent holes and stuff, so you could put inline fans and filtration and whatever you want. I'll show you all that in just a second. But let me just show you how bright this thing is with the new light. I'll show you the new light as well. Let's open this up. Oh, there's a display window in here. Not a display window, but you can peer in and look inside without opening the door. Look at how bright this is. It's like the sun. The door opens all the way, and I'll take you off the tripod and we'll look in. Look at how dark I am now. We'll look around this thing and you can see what the features are, and then we'll go back in the tent in just a second. Okay, so this particular tent is a 2 foot by 2 foot. I believe the dimensions are 27 inches by 27 inches by 63 inches tall. There is a vent, or not a vent window, but, well, it can be a vent, but this is the window that you can just look in. It's completely light proof, so once it's all closed up, it shouldn't leak any light out, so it's pretty fantastic. You're getting maximum light reflection in there. There's all kinds of holes here for ventilation systems, like I said, fans and filtration, air filtration. Down below there's more vent holes. We'll look at those in just a second. Look at how bright that is in there. This tie here is for the door. When you open it up, you can tie it. It's not Velcro. It's an actual tie. At first I was thinking, oh, I would have liked it to be Velcro, but over time, Velcro, as it gets a little crummy with other things stuck to it, it loses its hold. It's not completely useless, but it loses its integrity a little bit. So it also comes with a little tool bag on the side, which is kind of cool. It's nice to have a set of pruners or whatever you use just off to the side, everything at the ready, right? So, and then on the top there's another vent hole or to put the wires or whatever you want to use it for. I've got everything just on a power bar at the moment. I'm going to have it set up in with a timer once it goes into its spot, but it was harder to show you when this goes into its spot, all the details of it. So let's open this up. Welcome to the sun. So I'm just going to push this off to the side. Let me just tie this door up. Okay, so down below we've got another either a vent hole or exhaust hole or perhaps power cords, not sure. I don't know why you'd have power cords this close to the bottom, because it can get pretty moist down in the bottom. But we've got vent holes here. These are all Velcro, so you can pull them off if you need to. You can partially open them if you want to. You can do whatever you want, and they're accessed from the outside. So yeah, easy to do. This is a removable base, so underneath it's still got some Mylar in there, so you could take it out if you want, but it's kind of nice to have it in there all the time. It pulls out for easy cleaning. One thing, I'm new to grow tents, so correct me if I'm wrong, but this one here is a diamond pattern Mylar, which I guess is 99% reflective, which unlike some of them, they kind of look like a dashboard of a car. They're not in a diamond pattern, they're more of a like a wavy kind of pattern, and they don't reflect as well. They still do reflect, but not as well. So that's kind of cool. The zippers are really heavy duty zippers. It's going to be hard to tell. Let me turn off the light for a second. Okay, so the zippers here are a heavy duty zipper. I thought that they would catch, but they didn't catch when I was opening them. They seem to open really, really easily. So that was really, really nice. A lot of times when I have a long zipper like this, I usually get caught up, whether it's my jacket or a pair of pants. It's just ridiculous. Me and zippers don't mix very well, but this one, it seemed to work just fine first try. So that's really, really nice. All of the stitching is double stitched, so it's going to be a lot more durable. Again, I don't have much to compare it to. If you've tried another grow tent and you've experienced something, let me know down in the comment section below. Another thing that I really, really liked was all of the support poles. They're all metal, and the connections up in the corners, they're all metal as well. Everything is just a clip. They clip into place, easy to install, easy to take apart if you needed to. So I really enjoyed that. I know in the past, with little mini greenhouses and stuff, their poles are metal, but the connectors are plastic, and they snap so easily. I don't really like that. So since I just got this, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. So I will ask you guys what I should do to ventilate. I'm not going to use it for cannabis. I'm just going to use it for tropicals. I'm going to put some vandas in here. Some of the higher light plants that require high humidity as well, and I need like to splash around and yeah, just to make their roots happy and hopefully make them bloom. Like I said, my vandas. I put a little fan up in the top for now, just for air circulation. And yeah, what else am I supposed to say about this? Well, not supposed to say. What else can I say about this? It's a nice thick canvas. It seems really, really durable. I didn't rip it, and that's saying something. Trying to put this together, it should have been easier than it was, but it's probably easier to do with two people, just because the canvas is thick, and it's not very pliable when it's all folded up. So it was nice to have a little bit of assistance. It was packaged really, really nicely. It was in a small package, which unfolding it was kind of interesting, but everything worked out, and it's wonderful. And also the poles that are up top for supporting things, these poles can hold 110 pounds, which is incredible. I don't know what you would have in here that would be 110 pounds, but that's really interesting to know. Like I said, I'm probably going to be using it for the vandas. Any other hanging plants, I'll put in here as well, just so that I can water them, and I'm not going to worry if there's water that drips down on the floor. So this is really cool. I can't wait to show you what we do. At the end of this video, I'll show you with some plants in here. I'm super excited to do that, because the vandas, where they are in the just in the grow room, every time I walk by them, I hit my head on them. So I'm going to put them in here. They're going to be out of sight, out of mind. And they're going to like the higher humidity. I can use my little misting nozzle and just go to town with it. And yeah, let's talk about this light now. This is a really, really nice light. I love it. Comparatively, between the TS600W, which I absolutely love, this SP150 is, I don't know, just, it seems more substantial. This is all a heat sink up above. It's got the same kind of lighting as the TS600W, but this one actually has just less than 100 LEDs more. So this one, the total output is, what is it? It's 134 watts, I believe is what it said, but it's got another 100 LEDs, so it's significantly brighter. I think that the TS600W was, let me check my paper, I wrote this down. Yeah, the TS600W had 225 LEDs, where this one has 322 LEDs. The TS600W was 100 watts, and this one is 134 watts. So that's amazing. It's got no noise because there's no fan attached to it, and because of the heatsink, it stays fairly cool. I think around 105 Fahrenheit is the running temperature of it, so it's warm, but it's not hot. Yeah, and it's waterproof, just like the TS600. Yeah, the TS600. But yeah, it's a really, really cool light. It's much heavier than the other as well. It just feels more substantial. Yeah, so I'll link you to both of these products, both on the Amazon.ca site and the Amazon.com site, just so that you can see there's going to be a lot more information out there that you might find pertinent. I'm still new to this whole thing, so I'm just going to try it and see how my plants like it. That's all that matters to me. With this light, it also, just like the other ones, it comes with the ratchet hanger, so that's super good. The only downside that I did notice was that the poles along the top to hold it in place, those poles were a little bit too thick to get the clip over, so I ended up using some chandelier wire for lighting, the little rings, and looping them over and just doing a makeshift install. As you can see, you could probably use zip ties or something else, whatever works. So yeah, I will raise and lower this accordingly. I'm going to keep it as high as I can at the moment because of the Mylar reflection. It should light up everything. I shouldn't have to keep it 18 inches above my plants. I should be able to have it up higher. That way I can have my orchids hanging, and then also have some other stuff down on the floor, and things should grow well. So anyway, enough rambling. Let's put some plants in here. So I don't know that we looked at the underside of the light. As you can see, there's so many little diodes there. It's so nice to see. It lights up so well, and this has been on for, I don't know, say 10-15 minutes while I stack this full of plants, and it's not hot at all. I can touch it easily and turn it back on, let the camera adjust. Now let's look and see what we got in here. So we've got the Vandas right here. The roots are hanging. I can't wait to be able to just spray these with water. And I've got the Rinco Stylus and a Vanda, and I'm not sure what the other one is called back there. Super, super fun. And then down here on the floor, I've got a smorgasbord of plants. I wanted to try some things that like a little higher humidity. I just want to experiment a little bit. This Hoya Carrii, it hates it in the house. It doesn't grow. It doesn't do anything. But when I put it out in the summertime, it did beautifully. It put out the most growth I've ever seen it do in the probably 5 years that I've had it. So it likes lots of light. It likes humidity. So I think that's what made it start to grow. So let's see if the grow tent will make it grow. I've got some the Brassia, I believe the Alicera. I've got some Peperomia prostrata. I can't even say it. I've got some string of dolphins that is really, really sad. It needed more water and it needed more light. I've finally given it more water that it could handle, and it's doing really, really well. In these tiny little pots, it's hard to keep them watered. They dry out within a day, and then the soil, when it's dry, it just runs right out. So it's really hard. I try to water it, but the second I water it, it just drips on the floor. So now it's got a place to drip, and I could just keep doing it. I've got some alocasia. I've got this little xanthosoma. It does okay, as you can't even see. Now you can see it. Well, the xanthosoma does okay, but it really likes higher light. It loves it out in the summertime, but when I bring it inside, it struggles. So let's give it a try. We've got the alocasia poly back behind it. We've got the lemon tree that I started from seed a few years ago, and it's doing okay. Could use a little bit more humidity, a little bit more light, so let's give it a try. And a bunch of other orchids, the Lycaste, the Dendrobium, Cattleya, Yeah. So that's what we got in the grow tent right now. Would love it if the grow tent was bigger, but this is a great starting point. I want to see what I can do in here. Anyway, give me your suggestions if you already have a grow tent, what I should do with it. And yeah, I'm very excited to experiment and yeah, have a little bit more humidity in this space. So anyway, show me what you're growing. I'd love to see your grow rooms. Post them to the Plants and Things What's Growing page. And yeah, until next time, you guys, happy growing!